The hospital room reeked of antiseptic, a sterile tang that clung to the back of my throat like grief refusing to leave. My wife, Clara, lay still beneath the thin white sheet. Her once vibrant auburn hair fanned across the pillow, faded now to the dull color of rust. The heart monitor beside her pulsed in a slow, mocking rhythm. Each beep echoed the doctor's words in my head. Days. Maybe hours. I sat beside her, my fingers wrapped around her fragile hand. Her skin felt cold and paper-thin, like tissue that could crumble with the slightest pressure. Then her eyes, those hazel depths I'd drowned in for 12 years, fluttered open. She turned her head toward me, slow as a creaking door, and whispered, "Daniel, I need to confess." The word confess sliced through me like a scalpel. My heart lurched, not from love, but from an icy dread I couldn't name. I forced a smile that trembled at the edges. "Confess what, love?" I asked, my voice barely steady. Her gaze drifted past me, fixing on the foredrip, the clear liquid snaking its way into her arm. Silence stretched between us, thick, suffocating, broken only by the machine's relentless beeping. "I haven't been honest," she murmured, her voice a fragile thread. "Not about us." The word twisted inside me. 12 years of marriage, late-night talks, shared dreams, quiet laughter echoing through our small apartment, flashed through my mind like a film reel I couldn't pause. What could she mean? "Clara," I said softly, though my chest felt like a vice. "What are you saying?" She swallowed hard. "It started 2 years ago, at the gallery." The gallery. Her second home. Her passion. I'd always loved how her face lit up when she spoke about art, brushstrokes, colors, emotions on canvas, things I barely understood but admired because they were hers. But now those memories rearranged themselves into something darker. Late nights at work, distracted smiles, the sudden need for space. Red flags I'd ignored. "There was someone," she continued, voice trembling. "His name was Julian." The name hit like a punch to the ribs. Julian. I didn't know him, but in my mind I saw him, sharp jaw, charming grin, the kind of man who saw in her what I had long stopped noticing. I wanted to speak, to demand answers, but her shallow breaths held me silent. She was fading, and I couldn't waste what little time remained on anger. "Not yet." "He was an artist," she said. "He came for an exhibition. We talked, that's all it was at first. I didn't plan it, Daniel. I swear." Her fingers twitched in mine, seeking forgiveness or maybe just warmth. My hand stayed still, though every nerve screamed to pull away. "Talking?" I echoed, bitterness creeping in. My mind raced. The buzzing phone at midnight, the excuses about meetings, the locked laptop. Each moment I'd brushed off now blazed like a warning I'd refused to see. "How long?" I asked finally, my voice low, rough. She closed her eyes and tears slipped down her cheeks. "A year," she whispered. "It ended when I got sick." A year. A whole year of lies, woven into breakfast, shared beds, lazy Sunday mornings. I felt my stomach twist as betrayal mixed with disbelief. I'd trusted her completely. Blindly. Was I naive, or was she just that skilled at hiding? "Why didn't you tell me?" I asked, my voice cracking under the weight. "I wanted to," she said weakly. "But I was afraid. Afraid of losing you. Of hurting you." I laughed, a bitter, hollow sound that didn't feel like mine. "And this doesn't hurt?" I choked out. "Telling me now, when there's nothing left to fix?" Her hand gripped mine tighter, desperate. "I love you, Daniel. I always have. Julian wasn't love. It was a mistake. A weakness. Mistake." The word felt too small to carry what she'd done. I wanted to scream, to rage, but the sight of her, pale, trembling, dying, stopped me cold. My anger warred with love, tearing me in two. "Tell me everything," I said at last, though I wasn't sure I meant it. Part of me needed to know. Part of me couldn't bear to. She hesitated, gathering what strength she had left. "It wasn't physical at first," she said softly. "It was connection. You saw parts of me I'd lost, the artist, the dreamer. You were always so practical. I needed that, but I missed feeling alive." Her words cut deeper than any blade. Practical. Steady. Safe. Was that all I was? The man who kept the lights on while another made her heart race? I thought of our life, my long hours at the firm, her painting in the spare room, our plans for a house, for children. I believed it all real. Maybe it was, to me. "I ended it," she whispered, voice growing stronger now, as though confession itself gave her life. "When I got the diagnosis, I knew I couldn't keep lying. I told him it was over. He didn't fight it. He wasn't you, Daniel. He could never be you." I wanted to believe her. God, I did. But doubt gnawed at me. Had she ended it because of the cancer, or because he'd already let her go? Was I her choice or just what was left? The monitor's rhythm began to slow, subtle but unmistakable. Panic clawed at my chest. "Clara," I whispered, leaning close, "why now? Why tell me this when we're out of time?" Her eyes met mine, raw, unguarded, and full of tears. "Because I couldn't leave you with a lie. You deserve the truth, even if it breaks you. I need you to know. I love you. Always." Something shattered inside me. I wanted to hate her, truly hate her, but love, stubborn and unyielding, refused to die. I saw her not as the woman who cheated, but as Clara, the girl who danced with me in the rain, who cried when we lost our first pregnancy, who made me believe in forever. "I forgive you," I said at last, the words tasting like ash. Did I mean them? I didn't know. But I couldn't let her leave carrying that burden. Her lips curved into the faintest smile. "Thank you," she whispered. Then the flat line. A single piercing wail that split the air. Nurses rushed in, voices sharp, but I barely saw them. I just held her hand, still warm, as the truth settled over me like a shroud. She was gone, and with her, the chance to understand, to fight, to heal. Days later, I found a letter hidden in her sketchbook. An envelope, yellowed at the edges, addressed in a handwriting I didn't recognize. It was from Julian. Dated a month before her diagnosis. "I'll wait for you," it read. "Whenever you're ready." My heart stopped. She hadn't ended it. Not completely. The second betrayal landed harder than the first. But as I sat alone in our apartment, surrounded by her paintings, her colors, her ghosts, I wondered if her final confession had been her way of choosing me after all.